It's now been nearly 7 weeks since a Marshall fire raced through Boulder County, destroying more than 1,000 homes. And nearly 7 weeks later, the recovery process remains in a very early stages as homeowners ponder whether to rebuild.
Many in Louisville are concerned about the high costs of a new build brought on by city ordinances. Denver 7's Sloan Dickey talked with homeowners today about those concerns. Sloan?
Yeah, well, Louisville City Council actually voted this evening on emergency regulation ordinances that will allow developers to start planning to rebuild communities devastated by the Marshall fire. But some residents we spoke with said they're still concerned that some codes are standing in their way of their ability to build back.
It's completely overwhelming.
This is all that remains of the house JEROLYN Oakes and her husband put their entire lives into.
A lot of our heart is in this house. It's not just a structure, it was our home.
More than 500 homes were lost in the city of Louisville, just like this one. 500 homeowners faced with a daunting task of rebuilding.
On this ordinance, I just want to start by saying
Louisville City Council voted unanimously on Tuesday to clear the way for many of those seeking to rebuild, approving an emergency ordinance setting standards for developers.
We're going to try our best.
But what comes next is still a point of contention.
The International Energy Code, Conservation Code, is a very difficult thing to wade through.
In 2021, Louisville City Council passed bold new energy codes to curb carbon emissions, including material restrictions and a new net zero energy requirement for all new builds. Many in Louisville agree they are necessary to fight climate change.
I mean, there's not people in the neighborhood that are against energy conservation, not by any stretch.
But at this scale,
the codes were built for a handful of homes to be built, not for a catastrophic event.
And on this time frame, some residents say it will cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars to implement.
It's a 5 to 10% is what we're told. And in homes that are pushing $1 million in value, that's a lot of money.
Like others in Louisville, JEROLYN and her husband were severely underinsured for their house, throwing their financial stability and her future retirement in jeopardy.
I think that our city council needs to come up to speed and listen to their residents and listen to their community.
Know that we are considering the issues that have been raised around building codes very carefully, and we're going to continue to do that.
City Council will take up the issue of energy codes in the coming weeks.
There's a lot of uncertainty, and we're going to try our best to get that uncertainty thoughtfully resolved where we can.
Residents here say it could be the difference if they stay or if they have to leave. Sloan Dickey, Denver 7.